Do you ever wonder, oh, why aren't more women involved in the movement, or organizing, or Marxist spaces online, or political education, etc.? It's because you treat them like shit. Women in these spaces are held up to an impossible standard and receive way more critique than men making the same exact kind of content, involved in the same exact kind of work. And just saying, oh, women hold up half the sky, doesn't absolve you of this. What else are you doing other than occasionally saying, women hold up half the sky? I once got into an argument with this man who said that my opinion on women in these spaces or women under Marxism doesn't matter because I don't have children, and so he'd never take me seriously on these things. I said many women can't have children. I can't have children. Infertility is a huge growing issue among both men and women. Krupskaya didn't and couldn't have children. Then he confessed he didn't take Krupskaya seriously either. Nadezhda Krupskaya, not just the wife of Lenin, but the woman responsible for writing a good portion of Lenin's collected works. He would dictate, she would write. She translated much of this. Most of the early Bolshevist work went through her hands. Also responsible for the education system in the Soviet Union. What the hell? Or did you not even know any of that because you write off or dismiss the work of women to such a degree you never even looked into it? What has she done? She's just his wife. What about Kollontai? Oh, the amount of times I've heard she just writes about sex. She's a degenerate whore. First of all, just talking about sex isn't a sexual act. But yeah, one of the first women ever to be appointed a diplomatic representative role in modern government. Commissar of Social Welfare, and then the official Soviet ambassador to Mexico, then Norway and Sweden. Oh, you know who they like, though? Ludmila Pavlichenko. Now, rarely do they like her enough to know her full name. She's just Lady Death. Haha, pretty lady with a gun, so hot. Imagine shooting next to her, if you know what I mean. The really fucked up thing, something I've come to realize, is I think I'd rather be fetishized like Ludmila than infantilized and dismissed like Krupskaya or Kollontai. At least they're nice to women they're attracted to. And I don't like getting mad, adding to discourse. I think it sometimes does more against our movements by pointing out the flaws than it does help us within them. But misogyny is such an extreme issue here. No man I've ever spoken to who also posts online or does similar things to me, teaches lectures, shares resources and information for free, they do not receive the same amount of disrespect, dismissal, cruelty messages like I do. They can't believe half the stuff I receive. I don't know, if you're confused about why more women aren't publicly joining these spaces or adding anything that you find relevant or useful, it's probably because they've been treated like shit in these spaces. Gosh, let alone what queer and trans people deal with. It's awful out here. Try to make our spaces better, comrades. Treat women like human beings. Thanks.